What's up, guys? It's PokeCardHunter, and this is part 2 of my heartgold soul silver walkthrough. Off screen, I went to the Pokemon Center real quick and healed up my PokeHunter, and now let's go on to Route 30. Now that right there, Spinarak, I think that's the Pokemon I'm going to use for my team as a grass type. Never done it before, honestly. And I don't know, just here, turn off running real quick. Ugh, wild Pokemon. But I don't know, a lot of people say it's bad, but I've used a Rada before on my Fire Red. And to me, that Rada is really good. Once it turns into Eradicate and has Hyper Fang, it can take things out really good. Here's a potion right here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna use a Spinarak. Yeah, I think so. If it's not a Spinarak, it'll be something else pretty interesting. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll use like a Bellsprout. Never done that either. This guy right here will give you an apricorn thing. So you can get apricorns, but watch. If you try to leave and he doesn't, and you don't go in there, he'll come out here and give it to you anyway. Or he'll make you come to him and give it to you anyway. So, and either way, even if you don't know to go to him, you'll still get the apricorn like little box thing where you can hold it. Apricorn box, yeah. In apricorn boxes, you use it to get the little trees right here. I'll show you. These right here, and the apricorn trees. You get those, and what's it called? There's a guy later on in the second gym town, and he will turn those apricorns into Pokeballs. Of course, it's not like a Pokeball, Ultra Ball, Great Ball. It's different types like Fastball, or not Fastball, Quick Ball, and things like that. So Rada. Alright. Now, if you keep going up, you see this item right here. This item is an antidote, which is very helpful. You get tough situations when you need it. And up here there's a Pokemon battle going on. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's a Pidgey versus a Rada. Let's see. Go Rada, tackle! What? This is a big battle. Leave me alone. Doesn't seem like a big battle to me. Since you can't go that way, the only way you can go is this way. To the right. You have two paths when you go to the right, a left or the right. But either way, you get to the same place. I think the left way there's less grass. Don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. Here. This is a good time to train also to get to level 6, because Mr. Pokemon, when you get to his house, he will heal your Pokemon when you get there. So it's a good way to just get to level 6 real quick. Oh no, he missed. Of course, if you don't feel like training, it's understandable. I might just do it after I get to Mr. Pokemon's and before we go back to home. Unless I find like a Weedle or something really weak real quick. I'll find out what my next Pokemon is, because all I've seen so far is a Spinarak, and yeah, look, I'll face a Rada. That's all I'm finding right now, Radas and Spinarak. I found one Spinarak. A Hoot, some Hoots. I have used a Hoot before. Hoots I recommend as a good Pokemon if you want a flying type, because they can use psychic moves also. It's very helpful. And I'm not just saying that. And I used a Hoo in my first time playing this game. I used a Hoo when I was playing with Chikorita, and let's see. Okay. It was pretty good. I never had really many problems, of course, with electric types, but that's why you have things to counteract that. Alright, when you get up here, there's another apricorn tree, and this one's a pink apricorn. The last one was a green apricorn. But this is Mr. Pokemon's house. You can tell by also going to his mailbox. Mr. Pokemon. You can't really see that on this video. Sorry guys. I'll try to fix that for you. Here, try to bring it up a little bit more. And bring that a little back. That doesn't help at all. Alright. You go in and Mr. Pokemon's like, hey, I emailed Mr. Professor Elm. And he comes back with the Pokemon egg and gives it to you. But there's a guy to the right of us. And he is just watching us. You want to know who he is? For those people that haven't played this game before? He is Professor Oak. And Professor Oak, we all know and love him. See, right there is what I mean. Mr. Pokemon healed you. But Professor Oak will give you the Pokédex, because he can already tell that you're going to be the best Pokemon trainer in the world. He knows it without even looking at you. He just looks at your Pokemon, he's like, oh, it's a rare Pokemon. You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See this latest version of the Pokédex? It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. If you want to get all the data, you have to catch them. So, if you don't catch them, you can't get all the data. So then he's going to give you his phone number, just like Professor Elm did. Alright, now we can leave and go back to Professor Elm and give him this Pokemon egg. What's this? We have a phone call? Hello? Devin? It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. Look, it sounds like Professor Elm's in trouble. So, I gotta get back there and save him. Save the day. Now I'm taking down the left route, like little area to see if there is less grass, which I'm right, there is less grass. Sorry, let me turn back on run. I took it off real quick. There's these little ledges where you can just jump down, that way you don't have to deal with going back through the grass. Because we have to get back to save Mr. Professor Elm. What's this? Who's this? You got a Pokemon at the lab? What a waste. That's a Pokemon that's too good for a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. And this is your rival. The first rival battle of our series. He got a Totodile. Oh gosh. We're gonna face a Totodile. In this match, you pretty much just keep hitting tackle. He'll use Leer a few times. But don't waste your thing doing Leer or Growl. Just don't waste it. Just keep hitting tackle. Or Scratch or whatever you have. I think it's tackle or Scratch. I think Totodile has Scratch. Now this is a good time to explain it. If you choose Cyndaquil like me, he will have a Totodile. If you choose a Chikorita, he's going to have a Cyndaquil. If you chose Totodile, he'll have Chikorita. So whatever one you're weak against, he's gonna have. Just like every rival in the games. See, if you just keep hitting tackle or scratch, normally you will win without having a problem. Sometimes you might need to use a potion, but you get those by, remember I've showed you, you get 5 from the lab guy, and I've showed you what 2 other ones you would get. But that's our rival. Now let's get back. He's going to become the world's greatest Pokemon trainer, he said. He dropped his card. That's not a good start. So we saw his name. What is his name gonna be? What is his name gonna be? My friend's gonna get a little, probably not upset at me, but I'm gonna use him because he's my rival. He's gonna be my rival in the Nuzlocke challenge. So I'm gonna name him my rival in this. So gotta get back real quick. Get back to New Bark Town before the time runs out. See if we can do this real quick. Professor Elm, I'm here to save the day. Gotta give him the name real quick and everything. Hold on a second. He didn't do it. A red-haired boy did. Just because he's a redhead, he wasn't a ginger. I promise you. Alright, his name is Josh. There we go. Alrighty. So, I see. So, Josh is his name. Yes, it is. It helped him with his investigation. So now he can go search for him. Which I don't think he ever finds him. So now she's glad there's an understanding. And then Professor Elm's gonna be like, that was terrible. But what did you get from Mr. Pokemon? He hands him the egg. He freaks out. He's like, what in the world is that? Gave you, oh, and then he finds out that Professor Oak gave you the Pokédex, and then he also thinks that you're gonna be the greatest challenge person ever. He's like, he tells you to even go do the gym leaders. So he like right there, he said, I'll become the champion. He already knows. And he tells us to go tell our mom goodbye. So, we gotta go tell our mom goodbye. Oops, right there. Mom, I'm leaving on an adventure. So, you can tell her to save your money, which I think I'm going to, 'cause she'll buy you some nice things on the way. Some of it is wasteful, but, you know, berries and potions, always helpful. But we're gonna start our real adventure on the next episode. See you guys later.